Part of the reason we called this series The Wonders of the Wade is to foreground how it is like Christmas, not only by thinking of how our 7 Wade authors have illuminated the importance of the incarnation, which we celebrate at Christmas, but also because some of the holdings, especially the fragile ones, are like opening a Christmas gift. And I have one here with you to show you today. It is a first edition of The Abolition of Man by C.S. Lewis. And there's something very special about this first edition, but first we have to open the present. So I untie the tie, holding together this protective case for this pamphlet. As many of you know, The Abolition of Man was something that was a series of lectures at Durham University. So now I've untied the bow. Now I open and open and open. And here inside, and if you come to study at the Wade, you can have this experience. This is the first edition, just something small that was put together by Oxford University Press, and you have to open another bow, untie it, and this we see written on the cover is the name Owen Barfield, who is one of the 7 Wade authors. C.S. Lewis presented this to Barfield as a present. And what would be fun for any Barfield scholar is to open this book, and the cover's already come off, so I'll put it down here, and we see a signature from C.S. Lewis explaining that it is a presentation from 1944 to Barfield. But what fascinates me is that then Barfield annotates, and you can kind of see his writing at the top. And as I look at the annotations, he is summarizing what is on each page. And the way he summarizes might be revelatory to someone who wants to study Barfield. The reason we have Barfield at the Wade Center is years after C.S. Lewis claimed that as we know, George MacDonald was the person who baptized C.S. Lewis's imagination in, when Lewis was 17 years old, when he read Fantastes just because he had nothing else to read on the train. He just bought it at the train station. That didn't mean C.S. Lewis became a Christian from reading MacDonald, but it made him realize that there might be something beyond just the empirically verifiable world that he assumed in his, C.S. Lewis's, atheism. The next step of faith came when Lewis was at Oxford University, and that is where he met Owen Barfield, who he claimed to be one of the most brilliant people he ever met. And it was Barfield, his fellow student at Oxford, who convinced him that you can be intelligent and still believe that there is a God. And the final step, as most people know, is then after C.S. Lewis got his PhD, he was hired to teach at Oxford University, at which time another professor, Professor Tolkien, convinced Lewis that even though there are many dying God myths, the one taught by Christianity is situated in history, myth became fact through Jesus Christ. So all these other religions are looking forward. They recognize there's something true about this. And the abolition of man is really about the recognition of truths that are universal, that go beyond Christianity. So Lewis's powerful writing and the way he was affected by Barfield then is reflected in his donation to Barfield of this item.